There we are. Aloha, everybody. Sunshiny
Aloha.
day in Hawaii.
A little
Yay.
bit colder here. I'm trying to get, there we go. A little bit colder here in Canada. I just got back from a walk and I was wearing my down coat and my toque and my gloves.
I don't even
So,
own a down coat anymore, but I do have a jacket in case I decide to go up to Mauna Kea because it's cold and snowy up there often. You know that. We have this huge
really?
mountain in the center of the island and it's really tall and that is the reason we get all these different climates here.
Oh, I did not know that. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I have a coffee on the go today to help warm me up and
I
also
always do.
to yeah, cheers. And yeah, really tired today. Just awake since 4. Um, you and I have kind of shared about that, all the energy coming in with the solar flares and all the how it's kind of so everyone out there, if you're feeling a little tired, that's all part of it.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, lots of energies coming in really to support us right now.
Yeah, supercharge.
Hmm.
Supercharge us. That's the way I feel
Yeah,
about it. Things are pretty crazy on the outside edge there, and we need a little extra charge.
yeah, beautiful aurora
Oh,
lights this past weekend. Spectacular ones out in front of our place that I only got to see in pictures because I couldn't stay awake. But yeah, really, really beautiful.
I couldn't stay awake either, but there was not a show down this far south, so I didn't miss anything.
Hmm,
Or this far east or west, depending where you're coming from.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, welcome everyone to Harmony and Healing with Cindy and Julia. We always have to get our little visit in. And today we are going to be doing a fire ceremony. So, we'll be kind of sharing kind of the just the practice of a fire ceremony and all of the benefits and why we do
Yeah.
fire
And it's
ceremony.
very timely with what else is going on right now. So this is a perfect time to do a fire ceremony. So
Right. Yeah. Okay, so we'll invite you to open the directions with us
yes, we
if you're
will.
able to, if you're not driving, if you want to just take in and feel the energy of the words, bring it into your system, connect with the archetypes that we're calling in because they are here to support us. So
And
we
they are
begin in,
powerful.
yes, they are. So we're going to begin in the south with Sachamama, serpent energy. To the winds of the south, Sachamama, beautiful serpent, mother of the waters, come into our sacred medicine space today. Be with us. Wrap your coils of light and love around us. Help us to release and let go of anything that is no longer serving us, just as you release your skin all at once. Teach us to walk the beauty path, to be belly to belly with Mother Earth, to really be able to be infused with her divine feminine wisdom. And as we walk the beauty path, we touch everyone we meet with love and kindness. And we thank you, offered.
Oh, ah, to the winds of the west, Ortarango, mother, sister, jaguars. Thank you, thank you, thank you for imbuing us with your strength and your courage that we need so much today. Thank you for teaching us the tools of the luminous warrior, helping us to maneuver and navigate our pathway, blending in and interweaving in the lessons of our shadows and the light. Teach us to leave the physical, to go into the ethereal, to be able to experience the power of spirit and the power of our jaguars. We honor you today, Aho.
Aho. To the north, to To the winds of the north, ancestors, ancient ones, our grandmothers and grandfathers, we honor you who have come before us. We honor you who will come after us, our children's children, bringers of the light. Come into our sacred medicine space today. Sit around the sacred fire with us, sharing your ways, your wisdom, and your knowledge. We thank you. And Siwat Kente, Royal Hummingbird, sweet bird who is just the master of the epic journey, you who guide us on our soul's journey, bringing us into those places within to create that inner stillness, that peace, and to only drink from the sweet nectar of life. Thank you for being such a masterful guide on our journey.
Mhm. Aho. To the winds of the east, eagle, condor, apachin condor. Thank you, eagle, for taking us and showing us how to fly and catch the updrafts, to take a completely different perspective of our life down on earth, and to be able to perceive and discern a new vision from a higher perspective, giving us that strength and teaching us again how to let go and soar and take flight with you. And wonderful condor, so deep, so transformative, holding that space for us, even holding the space for our academy. We honor you. We honor your lessons, sharing with us the mysteries of Great Spirit. Aho.
And our beloved Mother Earth. Pachamama, our beloved Mother Earth. Thank you for how you care so greatly for all your people, how you nurture and nourish us each with your beauty and your bounty, how you provide and care for each and every one of your people, stone people, plant people, four-legged, the two-legged, the creepy crawlies, the finned ones, the furred, and the winged ones. May we all learn to honor and bless you in the same way. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Aho. Auntie Taita, Father Sky, Mama Kia, Grandmother Moon, Sashka Kuna, Star Nations, and celestial luminous beings of light and power, Great Spirit, come, humpway into our space today. Give us that strength, that awakening that we need. Carry us through the storm, carry us to the light, and giving us joy in the process. We honor Great Spirit for always being there, the unnameable one, and yet our higher power, whoever that is for each of you. We honor you. We thank you for your guidance and your support. Aho.
So we'll open, say, our own sacred space, the Viracocha, that luminous light, chakra 8 overhead. We open that around ourselves and then around our community here, our Ayu. So if you want to join along, just start with your hands at your heart. Inhale, the arms overhead. Reach up, about an arm's distance. Turn your palms out. Imagine you're spreading this beautiful golden light all around you. Great. This is your luminous energy field. And just connect that beneath you with the Earth Star chakra so that you are in like a cocoon of beautiful luminous light and love. And then we'll open it over each other. Inhaling overhead. And exhale as if we're bringing one huge golden globe of light around everyone here watching and watching the replay, everyone in our community.
Blessings to all. Going to do a short drum today. So if you're not driving, go ahead and close your eyes and just take a break. Just see that luminous golden energy coming into your field with every inhalation. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in that light, holding that light, releasing all that would get in the way of you being in peace today. So use your exhalations to release. Breathing in, holding, releasing. Now hold that empty for a moment and feel that contained space. And breathing in and holding. Releasing, letting go of the day and your to-do list, and holding it empty, a sacred, serene space. One more time, breathing in, holding that space, holding it, the light, and now release all that's in your lungs, settling into a more comfortable breathing pattern. Let's just take a little journey into the ethereal. I want you to see that 8th chakra above your head that we opened up, expanding over your world, expanding over all your concerns, expanding over any stress, anything that would take your joy away. See it coming in like a wave, just expanding all around you. And now you find yourself in a forest. Enter into the ethereal. Leave the physical for a moment. Just breathe in and out in a comfortable way, noticing how that light has followed you to this forest and is now expanding. And you see little droplets of like magic light energy all around you. Magic. Almost as if you expect to see the fairies come out of the woods and join you. Just sitting in that space of peace that we so much need today. Inhaling that light into your body. If there's an area in your life right now that you need light, very much focus on that area. Breathe into it several times, bringing in that light. Use your exhalations to release, 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 release. Sitting on the ground, feeling the warmth of Pachamama all around you and magical little light beams. Knowing you're in a magical place where you can release and let go. And you can come back here anytime. All you need to do is close your eyes and imagine yourself here. You can do it during the day. You can do it even during a break at work. Just close your eyes for a moment. Imagine yourself here. Let it go. And bring in the illumination, the wisdom, the discernment of that light into the situation. And now just breathing freely, breathing that light, knowing you can come back here, as I said, anytime you need to. We're going to return right now to the present. Come into the reality of what is right now in the light. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Thank you, Julia.
So today we're going to go over fire ceremony as practiced in Andean shamanism, and it can be at a fire pit, which is ideal, but a lot of people don't have fire pits, and so it can actually be practiced with a candle and a toothpick or a little skewer. And so we need to remember that fire symbolizes transformation. And it gives us the ability to change states from one form to another. So If we're feeling stress and we do the fire ceremony around the issue that's bringing us stress, or with some area in our life that we need to release, it can be transformed through the fire ceremony and it can be purified. There's something about that happens, and it's an ancient tradition. When we look at the fire, when we're releasing, there's a shift that happens in our brains. And Cindy and I can both testify to the many times that we've done this with issues personally and walking away from it feeling, wow, that's really
Mhm.
shifted now. I can deal with that now. And so it acts as a catalyst for personal renewal, and it helps us to let go and make space for the new. And so, negative energies, emotions, you can experience negative situations. You can blow them all into the fire, whether it's the fire pit outside or the way we're going to show you how to do it inside with a candle and a toothpick. And it is just as powerful inside as outside with the toothpick and the candle and the fire. And it also connects us with the sacred. So that's part of the reason I believe it shifts, because as we enter into that realm, we are actually connecting with the sacred, and it's giving us healing and purification along the way.
I totally agree. There's something so sacred about fire. We've been gathered around the fire for eons, and um, to not only keep warm, but there is almost a trance-like transformative power about fire. It's the purest element. It cannot be changed, right? So it is so pure. It's pure light. And I think that's why one of the reasons we're so drawn to it is that pure light and that warmth, that there's something so comforting. I know one of my favorite things is sitting around the campfire, and
Mm.
and it can take you almost into a meditative state. And what I love about the Andean fire ceremony is when you take whatever issue it is that's on your heart that you're ready to shed, to release, just as the serpent releases her skin, or you're ready to just um, see a higher perspective. So whatever you blow into, whatever the thought, the belief, the pain, whatever it is you're blowing into the stick, and you put it to the fire transforms it into wisdom for you.
Mm.
So it's that transformative power. So we get to see maybe another perspective um, that we didn't have before. And it's like bringing it up and out of us so that we can, allow the spirit of the fire to transform it so that we can say, okay, so it's being more of the observer is what I find.
And it brings us into a sacred element of spirituality. It brings us into a sacred space where we can really open our hearts and our minds, not asking to see something different right then, but just opening our hearts and our minds for transformation. And when you're complete, you're going to feel a shift.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then one of the parts that I think is so powerful about the ceremony is after we watch the stick, complete its burn, knowing that whatever we've blown into it is being transformed, then
Yeah.
we take the flame to our three centers,
Yes.
our wisdom center, the lower belly, the heart, which is also has its own innate wisdom, and then into the third eye. So you're bringing the transformative powers, the light, into each of our three centers. So we're actually bringing the wisdom in. So it really helps most people feel light right after the ceremony. But then there's that whole shifting and transforming that continues to happen in the following days and weeks and months after a fire ceremony.
I've shared this with, like a client here and there, and I share it often. And it's really interesting because sometimes they're like, "What? I'm just going to light a toothpick and I'm going to blow my issue into it." And because that's what puts it in here is you blowing the energy of the issue into it. And I'm going to light it in the fire and I'm going to do this little ceremony. It's going to change something. I go try it. And they always come back and go, "Wow, you're right." So it's a very
Mhm.
powerful little tool we have here that we get to employ on a daily, hourly, if you need to, basis if you have an issue that's really pressing. So we're
Beautiful.
going to take our toothpick now or our skewer, whichever we have. And we're going to do this for all of you. We're not expecting you to, if you have something close by, a candle and a toothpick, go for it. But if you don't, we're going to do it for you. We're going to blow the energy into the toothpick. I was saying to Cindy earlier, I think people are on edge a little bit, not just from the solar flares, but because of what's happening globally. And a lot of people I've noticed are getting a little edgy. So that's kind of what I'm going to blow in. I'm going to blow in peace for those people that feel like they're on the edge. Let them be restored in the oneness in themselves. What are you going to blow in?
Hmm. That's really beautiful, Julia. I love that. Um, and I'm just going to blow in just the energy of fear of the unknown, uncertainty.
And that's powerful because that's what's making people edgy. So we're
Is
covering it.
that uncertainty, right?
Yeah.
And just so, when you can release, you know, the all the stories, the possible outcomes that the mind creates when it gets anxious and fearful, and just fall into just that inner peace, the stillness, the quiet, the not needing to know, being okay in that place of uncertainty. There's a great peace that can be cultivated, and so much of our own inner wisdom can be tapped into in that space. Everything is held in that space, right?
Yeah, it sort of
So,
it
um,
clears the way for that. Yeah.
exactly. So, for us to just come inward and just be and be still and allow that noise from the outer world to just remove ourselves a little bit. It's about coming inward and coming home and not being so pulled out into everything that's going on. So just blowing in fear, uncertainty, so that we can cultivate more inner peace and stillness.
Okay, let's do it. Let's take
All
our
right.
pick, and I'm gonna be blowing in that what I said, bringing peace to that edge that people feel,
Fear and uncertainty.
inviting you to close your eyes if you can, not if you're driving, but just center in a little bit.
You just blow until you feel your energy shifting, is what I personally do, till you'll feel like, there we go. I've released it. Sometimes you may want to blow for like a minute or 5 minutes or 10 if it's really you're really stressed, right?
Right.
I've had people do that.
I've done that. Now we're going to light it. You see my little candles in this. And we're going to watch it. Watch it burn. That's important, just like being out at the fire pit and watching the fire when you do this with a larger stick.
Mhm.
Watching it burn, transform. I have to hold my stick to the fire
Transmutation. Yeah.
because it's humid here and it goes out faster.
And then I've just got my little abalone shell dish that I placed the
Or I
toothpick
had the
in, not
lid.
quite soon enough that time.
Yeah.
Mm. And then, and then you're going to take the flame from the candle and you're going to bring it into your three centers,
Down to the sacral.
to our wisdom center. Bring the flame just about between the belly button and the pubic bone, and just knowing that
You're
all of the
fanning.
wisdom of the transmutation is being brought into the sacred center, wisdom center, being infused. And then when you're ready, bringing the flame into the heart.
Moonai.
So that love, Munai, so that love may be infused, wisdom and love be infused into our system to integrate this new energy of this new way of being.
Mm.
Hmm.
Feeling that. Feeling that.
Yeah, I felt that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then up to the third eye.
Shift, shift.
Bringing that wisdom, transmutation,
Yes. Giving you a
for
different
that
view.
inner knowing. Yeah.
And in
And
this
then
process, if there's a part of your body that's hurting, go ahead and fan that too.
if you want to just bring it over your whole body, just bring the light
Yeah.
into your whole field, whatever speaks to you.
And when you're complete, smother the flame. Do not blow it out. That's important too.
Keeping with the six. And yeah, beautiful. So that is Andean fire ceremony. And
Mm.
if you've never experienced one, we just invite you to try. Um, and if you have any questions around it or something comes up and you afterwards and you want to share, we would love to hear from you. We enjoy hearing, what's happening with you and where you're at and what's transforming and what's coming up. So you can go ahead and reach out to us individually, or you can post on our Facebook group, private Facebook group, the Divine Feminine Shaman Academy. Yeah, is anything else you'd like to add, Julia?
Oh, I don't know. It just left. I had something, but it went, so it's not that important, I guess. Oh, I know what it was. I was going to invite people to subscribe to our YouTube channel. So then you won't ever miss an episode, and they're not long. You can listen to them while you're driving or while you're making dinner or just sitting quietly. So just inviting you to subscribe.
Yeah, we welcome you.
Yes.
All right, we're going to close the directions now. So invite you to join along, beginning again in the south. Such a mama, beautiful serpent, mother of the waters. Thank you for being with us today, for wrapping your coils of light and love around us, for helping us to release those things that are heavy upon our hearts or our minds, our souls, so that we can embody a lighter, more peace-filled and beauty-filled version of ourselves.
Aho. To the winds of the west, oh Artharango, beautiful jaguars, thank you for being with us, helping us to translate from the physical into the ethereal, where all change can take place, transformation, transmutation. We thank you for imbuing us with your courage as we go forth into the day. We release you now. Hope.
Oh. And to the winds of the north, ancestors, ancient ones, grandmothers and grandfathers, generations to come, thank you for coming and being around the sacred fire with us today, the fire that you've sat around for eons, where you've gained so much of your wisdom And thank you for sharing that with us today and holding this sacred space for us. And Siwar Kente, Royal Hummingbird, thank you for being on this sacred journey. Thank you for helping us to cultivate more inner peace today and sweetness. We release you now.
Oh. And the winds of the east, beautiful eagle condor. Thank you for giving us that higher perspective on what we blew into the toothpick, giving us that higher view, that discerning view, shifting us to see situations to be opportunities. We thank you for your energy, your insight, your vision. We release you now. Oh.
Pachamama. Beautiful Mother Earth. Thank you for how you have just hold such sacred space for us, how you are our sacred space. You instill us with so much wisdom when we connect with you. Thank you for grounding us. Thank you for supporting us, and we release you now. Aho.
Antitaita, Mamakia, Sashka Kuna, celestial luminous beings of light and power, thank you for coming into our space and helping us to shift situations to the light. We thank you for your energy and your power. Thank you, Great Spirit, for always being with us. We release you now. Oh.
And we'll close the Wiracocha over our community, our IU village. It's bringing that beautiful, infusing that beautiful golden light into your energy body, your physical body, and over ourselves. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for fire ceremony today.
Have a
This is
shifted day.
yeah, this is something that Julie and I both love so much, and it was just really a pleasure to share it with you today. And
See
many
you next.
blessings.
See you
Yeah,
next.
sounds good. Okay.
Friday.
Okay.